Well, folks, I look a little dirty because I forgot to film this intro before. So you'll see me get this dirty to this point. I'm filthy. I've been working on 3 different things all day. Mowers is what it's been. So I'm just doing a annual service on the old Hustler FasTrak. It's a Super Duty commercial grade mower here. Went ahead and changed everything on it. New filters for both the drive systems and engine oil, fuel filter, the whole 9. New plugs in it. Air filters will be here Monday or Tuesday. And I did the blades on this, and I got belts coming. They'll be here Monday or Tuesday too. But I ain't gonna bore you guys with all of that. I'll just show you how to change the oil on these things, where the breather is at, or where the drain fill is for when you're servicing the hydrostats after you change the oil on them. So stick around, watch this video. Hope you learned something. Come on. So folks, I got the Coyote pulled up, lifting up the Hustler, just trying to wash off them zero turn motors or hydrostat motors, whatever you want to call them, same thing. Just trying to wash them all off and get some dirt and dust off them so I can do an oil change on the drive system and on the engine. So picked it up a little bit just so I could spray on it easier without having to kneel down and lay on the ground or whatnot. But let's jump into it. Got some purple power sprayed on it, got the water pump. It's got the pressure washer ready to go. So these hydrostat drives down here are being a bear. I just got that one off, crushed that thing all to hell. Can't get this one off. My filter wrench just spins on it because somebody beat the heck out of it before I even got a hold of it. I don't know if this thing's ever even had a oil change done to these hydrostats, but I just popped a hole in that one trying to squeeze it with some daggone vice grips, and I can't get it to send, or channel locks, but I can't get the thing to send off. I tried getting at it right there. You can see I got it with a chisel, just trying to pop it. I just need it to pop loose a little bit. Like I said, I don't think these have ever been changed, and that's too bad. So I got that one off. I spun on a new Wix filter. That thing over here is kicking my tail. I'm just kind of letting it drain out some more because I don't want to move the pan. I already did once and just made a mess. Didn't make any progress on it. But I got some new Wix filters here. Replacements for these. Like I said, these probably been serviced maybe once. If not, these are the OEM filters on that thing, without a doubt. Went ahead and cracked this oil drain. Draining the oil. Got both the new filters on. It was a joke, let me tell you. But we'll go ahead and drain out this oil and change the filter on it. I got a new fuel filter for it. And some plugs. So we'll get everything changed out. I ain't too worried about this case here. The guy I bought it from said he knocked it off and it landed down on the muffler, melted it all. That's whatever. Filter don't get that dirty. He did a pretty good job on the inside with some RTV. But I got to order some filters because ain't no one stock them in town. Now these plugs don't look that bad. It's a little dark in here. Look like it's running a little rich. But they're not wet, not fouled, nothing like that. The gap on these new plugs, I already gapped them. It's less gap than what these ones have here. So hopefully it runs a little better. It doesn't run bad, but sometimes on startup, and if you, which I mean, I know it's typical, but whenever you're cutting the grass, this thing will puff out some black smoke, just like raw gas, and you can smell it running rich. So hopefully the plugs being gapped closer will give it a little stronger spark and burn up some fuel a little bit better. But we'll see. So I did drain the oil, got the new filter on. I just got to fill the new, or not fill, but I got to fill up the engine with new oil. And this will be ahead and put this in the bucket to take back to the store. New plugs are in. Air filter should be here Monday or Tuesday, but no big deal on all of that. We'll slap them in whenever they come. I'm gonna put that bucket back underneath, take the vents off each of these hydrostats. There's a little Allen key right up in here. This is the same thing as on my Aaron's, same setup. Let me push that in there a little bit. Come on. Belt's in the doggone way. So right there, that's the fill plug. So you take that off on both sides and start surfacing it up. And once oil starts coming out of there, you put those Allen plugs back in, tighten it up, service it all the way up, and then do your whatever your owner's manual calls for how you need to bleed your hydrostat drives. So I got the old zero turn hydrostat covers back on both sides. I went ahead and put some oil in it. Let's see if this old girl barked to life. I got the old hydrostat turns here. I got them unlocked. It's in the neutral setting on both sides. I'm just bleeding everything. I say you can see that bleeder right there, that Allen right there. It's all rounded out next to that crack belt. I got some belts on order. There ain't no one got really any stock. Grass cutting season's coming to an end, so everyone's kind of low on supply. But I was just trying to get my mower serviced up for next spring. I'll cut the grass probably one more time this year. But I got some bubbles still coming up. So I'm gonna fire it up and I got that new fuel filter on there as well. So we'll go ahead and fire it up real quick and check the oil level and then finish bleeding out the old hydrostat system. See if she'll bark to life for us. This old girl got some throttle response now. Running a lot smoother. It's actually running a lot smoother, and it doesn't. Usually when you throttle up, that thing and bring on itself on up to idle, and it would just shoot out some black smoke, running real rich. And plugs might really help now. Here they both are. I put them in the toolbox. Kept them for spares. They're right here. I said they look a little like they've been running a little rich. So proper gaps and new plugs make a world of difference apparently. Just finished up the old oil change, took the old mower out, old Hustler, 54-inch, got it out there, cut a little bit of grass. I already cut my whole yard. I've had an issue with this thing leaking a little bit of oil out of that drive system, but it was missing an O-ring on that breather, which you use for servicing it. Fill cap, whatever you want to call it, on that left-hand drive. It was missing an O-ring there. Got threw a new one on it. I'm just kind of letting it run. I've been driving it in and out around the road and whatnot, just trying to get it all ready to go. And I definitely got rid of those little awful pinch clamps right there. Them things is garbage. I went ahead and threw some hose clamps on it. Easy day. But yeah, this thing will fire right up now. Runs good. Very nice. Very nice. That was just whatever the guy at the lawnmower shop sold me. So we'll go ahead and slap some new filters in this bad Jackson. Oof. I mean, these could be wrong. You know how them parts house people are. Oh yeah, should tight fit. All right, looks a little long. I don't really know.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, I'm used to things being long. You know what I mean? All right. Get in there. There we go. So there we go. Got 2 new filters slapped in this thing. You can't really beat that now, can you? Thanks for watching. Stick around. Maybe you'll see another one next Sunday.